Welcome to Movie Vault. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most iconic superhero movies of the early 2000s, Fantastic Four, 2005. This was the first major live-action adaptation of Marvel's first family, and while it wasn't the groundbreaking success that some fans hoped for, it still holds a special place in the hearts of many. With its mix of action, humor, and early 2000s comic book charm, Fantastic Four became a memorable entry in the superhero genre before the Marvel Cinematic Universe truly took off. So, let's break down everything that happened in Fantastic Four 2005. From the origins of Marvel's most famous superpowered family to their climactic battle against Doctor Doom. The setup, a risky space mission. The movie kicks off with brilliant scientist Reed Richards, played by Ioan Gruffid, and his best friend, Ben Grimm, Michael Chiklis, approaching wealthy businessman Victor Von Doom, Julian McMahon, with an ambitious proposal, a mission to study a cosmic storm in outer space. Reed, ever the visionary, believes that this storm holds the secrets to unlocking the potential of human genetic evolution. But there's just one problem. He's completely broke. That's where Doom comes in. As the CEO of Von Doom Industries, Victor agrees to finance the mission, but on one condition: he gets full control of the research and whatever discoveries they make. Joining the mission are Susan Storm, Jessica Alba, a brilliant scientist and Reed's former flame, and her cocky, thrill-seeking younger brother Johnny Storm, Chris Evans, a former astronaut and pilot. Rounding out the team is Ben Grimm, Reed's loyal best friend and the muscle of the operation. The group blasts off to Doom's space station, completely unaware that their lives are about to change forever. The Cosmic Storm, birth of the Fantastic Four. Once in orbit, Reed's calculations prove to be way off. The Cosmic Storm arrives much earlier than expected. Before they can escape, the station is bombarded with radiation, enveloping all five of them in a blinding glow. Doom's protective shields fail, and the crew is directly exposed to the cosmic energy, altering their DNA in ways they could never have imagined. They barely manage to return to Earth, but once they do, strange things start happening. Reed Richards finds his body becoming elastic, able to stretch and contort in impossible ways. Susan Storm gains the ability to turn invisible at will and eventually generate powerful force fields. Johnny Storm discovers he can engulf himself in flames, fly at incredible speeds, and even hurl fireballs. Ben Grimm, however, suffers the most dramatic transformation. His entire body is turned into a hulking rock-like form, giving him superhuman strength, but at the cost of his normal human appearance. As the team struggles to understand their newfound abilities, Victor Von Doom begins to experience changes of his own. But unlike the others, his transformation is much more sinister. Adjusting to their powers, from freaks to heroes. Back in New York, the four heroes try to come to terms with their mutations. Reed, ever the scientist, begins experimenting with their abilities, hoping to find a way to reverse them, especially for Ben, who has suffered the worst fate of all. Unlike the others, Ben can't hide his condition. His transformation into the Thing has made him a massive orange, rock-covered giant, and his once normal life is completely shattered. His fiancée leaves him, unable to handle his new appearance, leaving Ben heartbroken and alone. Seeking comfort, he wanders the streets of New York, unknowingly attracting attention wherever he goes. Meanwhile, Johnny embraces his powers like a kid in a candy store. He dubs himself the Human Torch, shows off his fire-based abilities to the public, and even lands a sponsorship deal. His cocky, reckless attitude causes plenty of friction within the group, especially with Ben, who resents Johnny for treating their situation like a joke. Tensions rise within the team, leading to one of the film's most iconic moments, a hilarious, chaotic fight between Ben and Johnny in the Baxter Building. Johnny playfully spray paints a giant 4 on Ben's chest, causing a chase that results in shattered glass, broken walls, and even a flaming fire truck. Despite their bickering, the four are soon forced to put aside their differences when Victor Von Doom begins his descent into villainy. The rise of Doctor Doom. While the Fantastic Four are struggling with their powers, Victor Von Doom is dealing with a much darker transformation. The cosmic storm has given him terrifying abilities. His body is turning into organic metal, making him nearly indestructible. But that's not all. Doom also gains electrical powers, able to absorb and manipulate electricity at will. As his body mutates further, his once charming facade fades, replaced by pure rage and jealousy. Doom's business empire begins to collapse as investors pull out, blaming him for the space station disaster. Reed gets the credit for the Fantastic Four's fame, while Victor is left in the shadows. Furious, he embraces his new identity as Doctor Doom and sets his sights on destroying Reed and his team. The final battle, the Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. Doom starts picking off the team one by one, using his intelligence and newfound powers to gain the upper hand. He captures Reed, torturing him with electricity, and nearly kills Ben by reverting him to his human form, momentarily robbing him of his strength. But when Doom threatens Susan, Ben makes the ultimate decision. He willingly turns back into the Thing, embracing his new identity to protect his friends. With the entire team reunited, they face Doom in the heart of New York City. The battle is intense, with Doom proving to be a nearly unstoppable force. But by working together, the Fantastic Four finally gain the upper hand. In a thrilling sequence, they combine their powers. Reed uses his stretching abilities to restrain Doom. Susan creates a force field to contain him. Ben delivers a powerful punch, cracking Doom's armor. And finally, Johnny goes supernova, unleashing a massive fire attack to overheat and weaken Doom's metal body. The fight ends with Doom being frozen solid, seemingly defeated. The Fantastic Four are victorious, and the city cheers them on as heroes. Epilogue: The birth of a legacy. In the aftermath, the Fantastic Four fully embrace their roles as protectors of New York. Reed and Susan rekindle their romance. Johnny continues to be the team's showboating hotshot, and Ben, while still struggling with his condition, finds peace knowing he has a family that accepts him. In the final moments, the team officially adopts their name, celebrating their victory with the citizens of New York. But just before the credits roll, we get one last shot. Victor Von Doom's frozen body being shipped away to Latveria. A hint that the real Doctor Doom is far from finished. Final thoughts: a fun but flawed classic. Fantastic Four, 2005, may not be the most groundbreaking superhero film, but it successfully introduced audiences to Marvel's first family. With its blend of action, humor, and heart, it paved the way for future adaptations, even if it left fans wanting a better version of Doctor Doom. What did you think of the 2005 Fantastic Four? Do you still enjoy it, or do you prefer the newer versions? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dive recaps. Until next time, this has been Movie Vault.